There was no time or space 13.7 billion years ago. Suddenly, nothing changed into everything. The Big Bang. The universe came into existence with Big Bang around 13.7 billion years ago. Actually, nothing existed before the Big Bang, not even the time. Contrary to common belief, the Big Bang was not really an explosion. Actually, an explosion means something exploded or expanded outwards into space from a central point. But in Big Bang, the space itself expanded. The Big Bang model states that before the Big Bang, the whole universe was in the form of a point of infinitely small size, infinite density, and also infinitely high temperature. This is called as the singularity, cosmic inflation era. Within first millionth of a trillionth of a second after the Big Bang, the universe grew really big. There was an exponential expansion of the universe in this extremely small span of time. This inflation era lasted from 10 to the power of minus 36 to around 10 to the power of minus 32 seconds only. Therefore, this phase of the universe is known as the cosmic inflation era. Formation of the first atoms. A few milliseconds after the Big Bang, the temperature of the universe was about 5 trillion degrees Celsius. At this level of temperature, elementary particles like quarks and gluons mixed up to form a soupy primordial fluid that is spread throughout the cosmos. If you are unfamiliar with terms quarks and gluons, then let me first tell you in simple terms that protons and neutrons are made up of quarks, and gluons act like glue to combine quarks together so that protons and neutrons can be formed. When the universe was just 3 minutes old, protons and neutrons fused together. This fusion process formed an isotope of hydrogen called as deuterium and also helium. But this process stopped as the temperature decreased. Finally, 380,000 years after the Big Bang, the temperature dropped to a level that was suitable for hydrogen and helium to combine with free electrons, and in this way, first neutral atom came into existence. The Dark Ages. This was a very long duration of time that lasted nearly 100 million years, when there was no source of light in the universe. Therefore, we call it the Cosmic Dark Ages, as most of the knowledge about the universe is obtained almost entirely from the light of stars. This makes it very difficult to get insight into this phase of the universe where stars were yet to form. Formation of stars. After the long dark ages, formation of stars started in the universe. This phase started by around 180 million years after the Big Bang and continued for around 500 million years after the beginning of the universe. Because of gravitational force, clouds of gases were pulled together and formed large-sized spherical structures. When high enough temperature and pressure were developed in the core of the spherical shapes, fusion reactions were triggered. In the fusion reaction, two atoms of hydrogen fused together to form a single atom of helium. The fusion reaction in the stars generated large amounts of energy that lit up the universe. With the passage of time, our universe filled with such shining stars. This stage in the evolution of the universe is known as the cosmic dawn or reionization. As we know, ionization is a process where electrons are removed from the atoms. The same thing happened at this stage when early stars radiated hot photons, and these hot photons broke neutral hydrogen atoms into protons and electrons. Merging of galaxies and formation of black holes. Large-sized galaxies started to form by the merger of smaller galaxies. Nearly 1 billion years after the Big Bang, supermassive black holes formed at the centers of the galaxy. galaxies. Galaxies also grouped together due to attractive forces of gravity and formed galactic clusters containing hundreds to thousands of galaxies. The brightest things in the universe was also formed, called as quasars. In this way, the universe continued to evolve for billions of years. Birth of the solar system. Nearly 4.5 billion years ago, clouds of gases collapsed down in a galaxy known as the Milky Way. In this galaxy, formation of a medium-sized yellow star took place under the influence of attractive forces of gravitation on gas clouds. The star had 9 rings around it, which later coalesced into 9 planets of our solar system, and the star was known as the Sun. The third planet from the Sun was at the right distance from it, that provided suitable conditions for the life to flourish. That planet was our home planet, the Earth. Here on our planet, different types of life forms evolved, ranging from microbes and tiny creatures to gigantic dinosaurs. As time passed, various other species of plants and animals also appeared on the planet. And finally, about 200,000 years ago from the present time, the most intelligent life, humans, evolved on Earth.